Thank you, Mr. Speaker. To the Minister of Health, what reports has he received on the Canterbury District Health Board actions following the Canterbury earthquake?
The Honourable Tony Ryall.
Mr. Speaker, I've received many reports and seen firsthand the comprehensive and immediate response of Canterbury health professionals, from frontline staff through to management. District health boards from around the country are rallying in support of Canterbury, including extra health protection officers from Wellington, Nelson, Southern DHB, nurses from the West Coast, as well as extra medical officers of health, emergency management and water sanitation staff. The primary care sector too, from around New Zealand, is also supporting general practice, pharmacy and NGOs, and supporting the Canterbury District Health Board is the top priority of the public health service.
Dr. Hutchison.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. To the Minister, has he been advised of any particular priorities for the DHB in the next few weeks?
Honourable Tony Ryall.
Mr. Speaker, when visiting Christchurch Hospital, a visitor could not fail to be impressed by the professionalism and calm of the over 6,000 staff employed by the Canterbury District Health Board, who are delivering critical health services in response to the earthquake. They, like all locals, have their own personal situations to deal with, whether their homes have been lost or damaged, and more particularly the stress and concern that rises as the tremors continue. A critical matter has been to ensure that the stress and anxiety on staff in this challenging time is taken into account, particularly in rosters, and ensuring they have enough time to deal with their personal situations at home. Every other DHB has prepared a list of staff who are prepared to go to Christchurch at immediate notice in support of the Canterbury DHB. I cannot speak highly enough of the contribution of our health professionals there, both community and hospital, to this challenge.
Question number 9, the Honourable David Parker.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Attorney-General. Given his answer yesterday that he agreed with the Prime Minister's statement earlier this year, in the end, if we can't reach an agreement, then the status quo will remain, what acknowledgement, if any, has he received from the Maori Party that the new legal framework for settling foreshore and seabed claims will be durable?
The Honourable Chris Finlayson.
The Prime Minister's statement about the status quo referred to what might happen if a replacement regime could not be agreed on. The government has developed a replacement regime that balances the rights and interests of all New Zealanders. The Maori Party has indicated that it's going to support the bill, so the issue of remaining with the status quo does not arise.
I don't agree with it.
The Honourable David Parker.
Will the government stay with the status quo under the existing Foreshore and Seabed Act if the Maori Party refuses to accept the new legislation as a full and final settlement of the legal framework to deal with foreshore and seabed claims?
The Honourable Chris Finlayson.
I've already said the Maori Party is supporting the bill, and I'm not surprised they are, because it deals with certain fundamental matters. It restores the right of access to justice that was lost under the 2004 Act. It restores uninvestigated customary title, and it recalibrates the tests for determining customary title. These are very good advances, and I believe will be seen to be a durable and lasting solution.
Te uro Flavel. Order. Te uro Flavel.
Tēnā koe, Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much. To the Minister, does the Minister know of any precedents of law, seen to be durable in the public eye, coming back to Parliament to be revisited because of a change in time or circumstance?
The Honourable Chris Finlayson.
Oh, there are many examples. Take, for example, limitation law that was recently passed, a great day for black letter law, updated the law of limitation for the first time in 60 years to respond to particular needs. Another example would be that excellent bill that had its first reading last night to repeal the Military Manoeuvres Act of 1915 because of changed circumstances. Copyright's another one. Began life. The copyright legislation began life as the Statute of Anne in 1714, and since then there have been numerous amendments with the march of technology.
The Honourable David Parker.
How can the Attorney-General claim that the new legal framework for determining foreshore and seabed claims will be durable, to use his words, when the Maori Party is saying they'll have another go in the future even before his bill has had a first reading?
The Honourable Chris Minson.
Well, it will be durable because it deals with those fundamental issues of access to justice, restoration of uninvestigated customary title, and tests that are more realistic than those set out in the 2004 Act. Now, political parties may have different views depending on the passage of time. For example, a Darren Hughes-led Labour Party in 2040 may have a different view on the sale.
Supplementary.
The Honourable David Parker.
How can the minister claim he has reached
Order, I
any...
apologise, Honourable Member. I say to the National Party members on this occasion, the interjection level is so high I can't hear the questioner, even though he's right beside me.